Hello guys, welcome back. My name is Vishal. In this video, I'll show you how to sculpt the bust of the Iguana model. I've collected few references and you could able to see those collection here, and I've just sculpted this, and I have a series which I'm going to show you the overall process of doing the retopology and adding the high frequency details and then doing some look development and all that stuff. But in this video, I'll show you how to sculpt the Iguana bust. So let's get started with the video. I have collected these photographs. These are some portraits of the iguana here. So there are, most of them are like from different angles almost. So this will serve as a reference. So I'll be putting this on the side here, and then let's start with the sculpting. So the light box has got this dynamic sphere. I'll be taking that, and then I'll have the move brush, and I have the sphere. I'm just taking the brush and I'm just trying to grab the shape of the head. Okay, roughly, so the face is slightly long, and once that is done, I would like to duplicate or maybe append a sphere. So this sphere will have the neck part. Okay, so I'll be just placing that, and you should be able to see the head and the neck are getting separated, and I just want a slightly long neck here. Once that is done, I'm going to select both of them and then merge it down, and then if you just enable the poly frame of this and then go to the geometry section, and then we have a resolution of 64, and that should be fine. So very quickly we'll just try to break down the shape so that we can build something here. So if you could have a look on this, there is a big volume here in the jawline or the masseter area here, and then you should be able to see the height of the upper lip or the maxilla area is slightly higher in comparison with the lower side. So just try to understand what's going on. And then we have the eye socket which is slightly elevated above the nose ridge and all, and there's a temporal area, and if you could able to see from the front view, the upper part is quite bigger than the lower part, and then we have that nice round shape forming up. So if you could understand what's really happening with those shapes, you could easily block out them. So what I'm going to do is I'll just take the clay build up and then just add a big masseter. And also the jawline can be called as, in terms of skeleton, a mandible. So as I told, this area should be quite big, sort of block out, nothing serious about it. So now I'll just give the eye socket, okay, those shapes, and I'll be using the dam standard, and then I'll be using the lazy mouse with some stroke, some lazy radius, and then I'll just make sure that the upper and the lower proportions are properly maintained. And also something really important is the gap here, this gap here is too long. So the upper lip should be slightly heavier than the lower lip. So I can just start working on the angle also. Okay, so yeah, this is what we have got right now. So maybe you can slightly remove the clay here, and then also just add the nostrils. Okay, just keep all the references, each and every reference is generally placed in a different angle, and just try to figure out what exactly. Now this is the head is facing slightly above, but if you just wanted that to happen, okay, what you need to do is just blur out the masking and then slightly rotate it so that just faces up if required. So I just wanted only the portrait, so I'm only focusing on the face part. Slightly wider shoulders. Okay, so whenever I'm doing the Dynamesh, I'll make sure that the blur value is 0, so that will not affect my previous flow. So as I told, I'll be just referring all these photographs and then just try to get the essence of this one. So if you could able to see the lip line, and the lip line is the eyeball is somewhere before that only, and also I see the spacing here. I just wanted to move this forward and then just move that lip line that way. So slightly I just draw this line and then give that feel. Okay, you can use the move tool just to position things, and here we got the eye. Okay, and this is where a nostril is. So I'll be using the move brush and then grab those points like that. I'll select the mask tool, mask it out, and I'll move the pivot point here and then just rotate it that way, and then mask it over. And also I can select and just make it slightly thin. Okay. So once that is done, I get some shapes. Okay, this rotation has given small cavity. Let's fix that. Okay, so that image serves the purpose. So I'll just come to this photo and then just place it that way and see if anything you could generally make it out. So this is the eyebrow line, and then we have, actually eyebrow line should be here. Then use the dam standard and then model the upper eyelid, a very beautiful eye shape we have here. So I just try to move these points. Okay, that looks good. And here there is some sort of detail. Let's try to get that one. Okay, these details what we are seeing here are basically different on different models here. So I'm just seeing which one. I mean, it may you know, every model's details are different. So I'm not really tracing any one particular model. I'm just trying to see which overall, when I get details from all that references, make up something really cool. Okay, so yeah, that's the second one, and let's go for this third one. And yeah, so when I did all this, it looks pretty same. I mean, so the jawline and there's a small spot here, and then we have some sort of detail at this point. As we have deltoids, this also has got that nice shoulder shape. And then we have all the skin folds. So every photograph is trying to tell something, I mean, give some information, just grabbing all those information and then trying to achieve them. So when we are sculpting this way, you get some issues. So make sure that you have backface masking feature on, so that you don't mess around with the thin models there. So this is completely having different facial features. So I may not do all, get all those details here. Just have a look. I think this is completely different creature altogether. So I just move the eyes a little bit front, because as I told, the lip line and the eye is in the middle of that lip line. So just try to break the shapes as much as possible. So Iguana has got some tails, I mean the spikes on the head. So those are actually the real Iguana references. So try to refer them only. So the smooth brush is pretty intense, so just trying to reduce that. So roughly after this one, you got that elevation. I mean, a ridge, I could say. There is a ridge in the middle. Okay, this ridge is having the spikes coming off. So and also we have the spikes coming on the bottom side. So let's see. After placing them, the overall model looks completely different. So I'll just go to the subtool using append. I'll take a sphere, and then after this one, here is where I get the first spike. So what I'm going to do is I will use this gear and then bend curve, and then just to make it slightly angled like that, and I'm going to scale this. Okay, now I'll just accept it and then scale it. So it's like slightly like a sheet, it's not round. Okay, so once that is achieved, just try to duplicate this and place it until those. So I'll select the duplicate tool. So when you do this duplication and start placing those spikes, this is going to look really incredible. And we also have certain spikes which are gradually falling off. We need a different view altogether to understand what's really happening there. Especially I just wanted the front view, but these small spikes are more broader actually. So we'll put a few of these spikes in a smaller size with slightly different form. And then we also have the spikes on the bottom side. Okay. So I'll select this one of the subtool here, and then I'll go to the merge and use merge similar option. And all that spikes what we have on the top will be merged. So I'll be using the append tool here and then take the sphere and then start placing this sphere on the top. And I'll be taking a very small spike here. Okay. I'll use the bend arc and then reduce the points and then scale it. And then just accept it, and then I'm going to scale it in. So let's accept this and then scale it in, and then put it here, which is going to be gradually blending down. So I'll duplicate this and then scale it and slightly rotate it, duplicate and put it there. So let me just select this mesh and then merge similar, and then put that all into one subtool. Okay. Let's put some spike on the throat side, and if you could able to see, those are the spikes which are coming down along the thickness of this sheet here. So let's append a sphere, select that. I'll just come from the bottom side. I'll use the bend curve and then scale it down, and I want to place it here on the bottom of the throat here, let's say at this point. So duplicate and then start. I can set the pivot point here and then start giving that arc shape. Okay. These points are slightly far from each other. Maybe you can select these points and then make them slightly irregular. So you have all these shapes along the throat and also on the top. So once that is done, we will add more details to the actual body here. The first thing is I would like to go with slightly high frequency details what we have, and also I'll place the eyeball and then start working on the eyeball too. So let's append a sphere, and this one will be placed at this particular point. Okay, now let's take the damn standard brush and then make a cavity there. And we have a very nice set of photographic references for the eye, and you should be able to see there's a very nicely detailed eye shape there. Okay, I'll just increase the geometry resolution to maybe 250. We have the brush change. I'll just need to check with this, and then I'm going to smooth those points. And so I'll just increase the lazy radius. Okay, very similarly, we will add the clay on the bottom side of the. Here we got that. So here I just add a thin layer and then blend this to get that nice fold there. And then we have multiple layers around. So from front, it goes around. I just missed out on certain things. This would also generally help us in, making some, troubleshoots. So this is for the good only. That I have actually worked on one side of the model and the other side I don't have any details. If that is the case, just go to the modified topology and use this mirror and weld, and then the details of one side will come to the opposite side. So in this case, the side on which we have no details has came to the side, and the details which we have already done is lost. So in that case, you can always choose the deformation and then mirror it, where the details are swapped onto the opposite side. Once that is done, you can just say mirror and weld, so you can get your details which were gone. Okay, and let's do the details on both sides. For that, we need the symmetry on, and I'll be making this particular area more flat and then soften that way. So guys, I hope you like the video. I just sculpted this overall bust, and in the coming video I'll show you how to retopologize this model and transfer the details, and also add the high frequency details in the coming videos. If you like the video, hit the like button and then subscribe my channel, and if you got any questions, please let me know in the comment section. Thank you.